Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into our very first video of 2017 by popping open a legendary chest and seeing what we get inside of it. Now, of course, just like all of my other legendary chest openings, whatever card we get inside of it, we're going to have to throw inside of a deck to play, and it looks like we're going to get the Miner, and there's a couple different combinations we can use with the Miner, but I don't want to do anything you guys have really seen before. We've all seen Lava Hound Miner, we've seen Golem Miner. Why not use Miner plus Balloon, which should serve to be pretty interesting, and see if we can get the Miner to tank the tower and let the balloon exploded. And let's go ahead and try it out and see how it goes. And again, happy New Year's to everyone. I really haven't had a chance to say that yet. I guess it is the 2nd of January, but I had a lot of fun with my friends and family over the last 10 days, but I'm finally back home in my office hanging out, which feels pretty good. And let's go ahead and just start this battle off in 2017 off right by dropping the Miner and the balloon straight up and seeing if we can make our way all the way to the tower. I don't know if we're going to be able to because we got a baby dragon on our tail. Our Miner is doing a good job tanking, and take a look at this, so close to the tower before he drops his zap spell, and that tower is going to be down to 1800. So all in all, not the worst play in the world, although we did spend a decent amount of elixir. So again, Miner to tank, balloon to take the tower. I've never really seen this deck before, so I don't know if it's an actual deck and if it's going to work, but it looks like we're fairly even as far as our elixir goes. And I'm just going to go ahead and drop a skeleton army and a mega minion. Really weird plays right here, trying to stop this guy while he has a lava hound on the other side of the map, but it looks like we should be able to at least kill those minions. But right now, that wasn't really the best play right there, and we're going to have to drop our 3 elixir minions to take out this lava hound. It's probably going to do a decent amount of damage if he uses, yeah, it looks like he's going to use a fireball onto our minions. As soon as the lava hound explodes, I'm going to drop my zap spell to try to kill some of these pups. Maybe I should have dropped my fireball because we're going to take a pretty decent amount of damage, but all in all, going to keep the elixir pretty positive. Let's drop our tombstone in the very center, set up for the rest of the battle, and to see how this one's going to go down. Now, the balloon has just been so much fun to play. I showed you guys in the very last video the lava loon deck, where you just use the balloon to shove the lava hound down the lane. The lava hound takes all the damage, and using a couple of fancy plays, you can get the balloon to the tower. And check out this Miner placement. I'm going to use that Miner right there so the tombstone doesn't affect my balloon. Fireball is going to go down as well. We're going to try to get that balloon to the tower, and it looks like it's going to get just there and doing about 700 to 800 damage, plus the death damage means we're going to take such a huge chunk off that tower that it's only like 2 fireballs and a zap away. We can use our Miner as well. This deck is really good at finishing off towers, so all in all, we're looking pretty sturdy going into double elixir in the very last minute of the game. Now, I do have to worry about this lava hound. I'm going to drop my counter tombstone to make sure his skeletons don't do anything crazy. I've got the minions getting ready as well. Of course, right when I drop them, a baby dragon's going to plop in my face, and it's going to take out the minions in just 3 shots. I'm going to drop a balloon to distract. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing right here by playing that. Skeleton army is going to help out with the graveyard that he's got going down, and he's even going to drop his zap spell onto something else other than the skeleton army, but the zap spell is going to go down right before the thing pops, or the lava hound pops. My minions will go down before the fireball, but all in all, we're taking so much damage right here, and that's actually going to make my tower go down to 133 HP. I never really thought that would happen, and because of that, he's going to play a lava hound in my face and try to be able to seal off this victory. Now, rather than care about that lava hound, let's try to just end this on the left-hand side by dropping our balloon. His zap spell is going to go down. He's trying to get as much direct damage as possible. I'm going to use my balloon and my fireball on that left-hand side. This game is madness, but unfortunately for us, this lava hound will reach the tower because he was pretty risky by playing his fireball onto my balloon right there. And this game's going to go into it's going to go into overtime with 1167 HP on his left-hand tower. I'm going to take the damage to my king tower from his minions and the rest of that push, but this game is ridiculous, and with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in overtime, we're gonna have to find a way to stop this push. I'm just gonna drop my balloon in the back. What am I doing? The fireball's gonna go down the best it can. I've got minions helping out onto the graveyard right here. This dude is literally spamming everything he has onto my side of the map, and I'm trying to hold it off with those 3 elixir minions doing the best that they can. And meanwhile, my balloon's going down the lane, and he's just going to keep throwing stuff at my tower. Now, luckily for us, that balloon damage is going to do so much that it'll kill the minions and get the tower even lower. But you know what? At this point, it might just be time to go for a victory after dropping this tombstone. I'm sick of playing this. I'm sick of this lava hound. Let's drop a skeleton army. Let's drop our balloon, and let's make our way to that tower. I've got the fireball. He's got the tombstone, the fireball, the zap. Everything's going to go just perfectly for the balloon to reach the tower. And finally, finish off this game. Such a ridiculous game against this dude. 2 crowns to 1 using this Miner and balloon deck, and it's safe to say that this one doesn't really have a certain playstyle to it. It's all about just getting crazy, playing a little bit defensively, and just trying to smash that balloon to the tower as much as you can. And let's go ahead and get into our next battle right here against Hector YT, who's using the Ice Golem and the Hog Rider. All right, so a lot of people have been using Ice Golem and Hog Rider. Ice Golems are going to explode just in time for my minions to go down, and I've even got my Miner going down. And check out this play. I'm going to zap the tower plus the archers to make my Mega Minion live, and now look at my Mega Minion. My Mega Minion's going to start decimating this tower right here just because we used the zap to reset where the tower was attacking onto the Miner, and that's going to take the tower down to 1403 HP, and we can just go ahead and hang out. We got a 350 HP lead, and let's go ahead and go into the second half of this battle. All right, Elite Barbarians are going down. We're going to use a Mega Minion onto those. Looks like those skeletons are going to do a lot of work. Fireball, that's 10 elixir for him, and I only had to play 6 elixir on defense, so definitely a nice trade for us, even though he did get one of the Elite Barbarians to hit the tower. And take a look as the Balloon and Mega Minion rush towards the tower. He throws a thumbs up right here because I don't think he has any proper counters, and as the Balloon cruises towards the tower, there goes the hit, dropping it to 1500, dropping it to 1296. I can't get over that death damage, and that's going to be a really nice little trade right there. But unfortunately, we haven't really gone to one single tower just yet, so none of them are within critical striking distance, so we're going to have to keep softening both of them and hopefully be able to take them out before the end of this battle. Alright, archers are going down. Fireball will be an easy counter to those. 1 elixir to get some good fireball damage on the tower. I'll definitely take that. Tombstone to reset in just a moment. Those arrows right there were definitely questionable, and that was throwing away 3 elixir. My skeletons definitely weren't going to hit his tower right there, so really nicely done. Tombstone into the center. Let's just go ahead and hang out again, and he's going to play a Fireball. He's making a lot of these trades right here, and I'm going to go for an aggressive push. Let's drop the Miner, let's drop the Balloon. He's got, of course, those Elite Barbarians. I'm going to zap those to try to make sure that my Miner saves lives as much as possible. Look at the Balloon, though. The Balloon will make it to the tower. That should drop the tower within like 50 HP. It's going to be all the way down to 30, and now with the Skeleton Army and the Mega Minion, he's not even going to get a single hit from the Elite Barbarians, only a hit from the Hog Rider, and with that tower and zap spell range, we can go ahead and focus our efforts on the right-hand side of the map. Now, instead of the zap spell, archers are going to be eating some Fireball plus the tower HP. Nice little trade right there. 35 seconds left in the battle. He's got a couple more little attacks that he's going to try to do. Fireball's going to go down. Skeleton Army is going to go down just not in the nick of time, and the Elite Barbarians are going to take that tower pretty low to where this one, again, probably is going to go to double, I keep saying double OT. It's going to go to just regular overtime, but now we've got a pretty decent counter push. We've got the Mega Minion and the Balloons on the right-hand side, a couple of skeletons. Look at all the skeletons onto the King Tower right there. That's pretty ridiculous that they're all so low. We've got the Miner tanking. We've got the Mega Minion doing work against his Mega Minion. Zap spells going down, and look at this Balloon. It's a balloon parade on the right-hand side of the map. That Balloon's going to destroy that tower, and that's going to be another victory using this deck. So, woo! Even though we just made it into overtime, I felt like that deck, or that battle, was always really pretty much in our control. We softened up both of the towers to like 1200 HP, so even if he took one of ours, one of the other ones was going to be so low that we'd just be able to knock it out pretty instantly, which we did right there. Let's hop into one more battle using this ridiculous Miner Balloon deck. And one of the things about this deck is it's really awkward to pick a starting card. Like, I have the Mega Minion, which I normally don't like playing as a starting card ever, and now I've got the Mega Minion and the Balloon. His Mega Minion's going to do work. I'm going to throw a Fireball, trying to get my Balloon to the tower as soon as possible. Look at the Zap spell, trying to get the Balloon to the tower, and I just used so much elixir right there, and I got only 600 damage. I guess 600 damage is decent, but I think I'm down like 4 elixir, 5 elixir, but he's not playing anything, so maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. We're all the way up to 8 elixir, and he hasn't played a card yet. We're up to 9 elixir, and he hasn't played a card yet. I really feel like we spent way more elixir than he did during that little trade right there, but for some reason, we're going to even back up going into minute number 2 of the battle, and let's go and play our Mega Minion, and this guy's going to be playing the Bowler. Now, the Bowler, we will be able to deal with this deck, because we've got the Minions as well as the Mega Minion, but we have to make sure that we play it pretty well. I've got a Miner and a Balloon, which I'm going to play on the right-hand side of the map, just going for a little bit of a counter push while his Bowler and his archers go down that right-hand side. Nice little Musketeer from him, but I don't think the Musketeer is actually going to be able to stop that Balloon from getting a hit off. So take a look at the Balloon. It's going to hit the tower. His Zap spell will be wasted. And now for us, all we have to do is defend against this Musketeer. And we've got a nice little trade on the left-hand side of the map. And we can go ahead and reset and to see what we can do. Now, he's probably going to push for this right-hand side just because it's the lower of the 2 towers. So I have to decide, do I want to defend on the right? Do I want to try to steamroll this left-hand side of the map? Minute and 20 seconds left. I'm sort of going to wait on to see what he has to do because I think he might have a 1 or 2 elixir lead, but let's just go ahead and check it out. He's going to play his archers. I'll get ready with my Tombstone or something else. And let's go ahead and play that in the center and get ready to try to take those archers out because they are just going to keep killing these skeletons, which will give him a little bit of time to build up a push. But again, a Fireball going down on the Tombstone Tombstone. I don't really like that trade unless the tower is really, really low. But since my tower was at full HP, not the greatest trade for him. Let's play the Skeleton Army behind the Ice Golem. Make sure that that Ice Golem doesn't just kill your skeletons right there. His Elite Barbarians will reach my tower, but the Fireball is going to go down onto that Musketeer, bringing it down to 467 HP. And even though we suffered a bit of damage on that right-hand side, that left-hand tower is just so juicy to be taken out. We've got the Miner going down. That's going to chip the tower down. We've got Archer on the right-hand side. We're going to have to take these out. He's got the Bowler. He's got so many troops going down this right-hand lane. In fact, he's going to give up that left-hand tower. I don't know if I agree with that because it still had like 400 HP. But now with a single Zap spell, that's going to be end of that left-hand side. And he has to get his Elite Barbarians to our right-hand tower. There's no other way about it. They're going to start hacking their way through the Skeleton Army. I'm just going to Fireball those down and try to take everything out as much as I can. Zap spell's going to go down. Tombstone's going to go down. Tombstone actually is going to get obliterated right there. So Mega Minion, Miner, everything's going to stop this Bowler in his tracks. That's going to be GG, well played using this deck. And another pretty nice victory checking out this legendary card challenge. So fun stuff playing this deck. For the first deck of 2017, it's a little bit hectic. I don't think it's much of a control deck. Lots of crazy things can happen. Lots of definite outplay potential with the Balloon and the Zap spell, but maybe not one to bring home to your mom. But go ahead and check it out right here. We've got the Miner, the Balloon, and then of course all of these meta slave cards with the Fireball, Zap, Minions, Tombstone, Skeleton Army, as well as Mega Minion. You guys have seen those cards everywhere, but the Miner and the Balloon are the staples of this deck. Try this deck out if you guys want to have some fun and see how you can do with it. I know I've done pretty well. I think I'm 7-1 in a grand challenge with it right now. So let me know how it works out for you guys. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.